Hello there, Mosin Nagant aficionados or noobs, more likely if you're reading this, like myself. So, first dealing with Classic Firearms, purchased from Classic Firearms, and first Mosin Nagant. So, the delivery was pretty quick, no problems with that. Packaging could have been better. I was kind of surprised, as many other reviewers, that it wasn't packaged in bubble wrap, totally wrapped up in bubble wrap, particularly, old firearm, coated with cosmoline, kind of thrown in a box. And then all the accessories here just thrown in a bag, and particularly the oil can was all cosmolined up, so it kind of bounced around and got some cosmoline all over the nice double ammo pouches and the sling, but that was easily cleaned off. So minor deal there. I think Classic might want to package these just a little bit better so they don't get banged up and cosmoline cause any more mess. But so otherwise, got to my FFL, inspected the gun, was happy. The metal, everything matched, numbers matched. Found it's a Tula 1929 Hex as ordered, the Hex receiver, but the Tula and the 1929 were kind of nice finds. Everything in good shape, the wood in good shape. Now, this is not an unboxing. I've had this about a week, so one of the things I was going to talk about real quick that I haven't seen too many others talk about on these reviews for Classic. Of course, again, it didn't come in this state. The wood was good, metal was good. I was going to talk real quickly about after a lot of research, especially for the newbies like me, on cleaning the cosmoline and possibly refinishing the stock. So I did both. I read all kinds of things from degreasers and other chemicals to remove the cosmoline. Forget about all that. Make sure you have, I don't know, not even quite half a gallon. Mineral spirits. I bought a gallon of mineral spirits from Walmart for $12. Don't start with mineral spirits. Start with very hot water, almost boiling. I got two big stock pots. Put them on the stove till the water just started to bubble, just before boiling. Took them out to the garage, took all the metal parts, put in a aluminum turkey pan, all the small parts, took the barrel end up and poured with a 2-cup Pyrex glass measuring cup, poured water down the barrel, inside the barrel. That hot water just liquefies the cosmoline, goes away 98%. Wipe that off, put all the small parts, mineral spirits, in a turkey pan of mineral spirits for about a day. Probably didn't need to stay that long. Poured mineral spirits inside, outside the barrel. Let it sit on a piece of cardboard, soaked and dripping in mineral spirits for a day. Then I cleaned that off and sprayed a little gun oil on all the metal parts, bolt included, disassembled the bolt. The wood used a method, read everything from putting in the dishwasher to commercial strippers, sanding, restaining, polyurethane. Didn't use any of that. I used about 1 cup of lacquer thinner and about half of a very fine, that's the 4-0000 steel wool. Half a pad steel wool and about a cup of lacquer thinner. Stood the stock upright in a aluminum turkey pan and just dipped the steel wool in the lacquer thinner and started at the top of the stock and worked my way down. The key is to not, what that does is it just almost immediately dissolves the old shellac and cleans up the stock. So this has not been stripped, restained. This is the lacquer thinner and steel wool basically emulsifying, reamalgamating, and then redistributing the old stain. The key is not to go over it and throw your old brown liquid stain that's in your turkey pan in the lacquer thinner away. Just use that almost as a stain to keep going back over the stock. This took probably 30 minutes maybe to do the lacquer thinner and steel wool. let it dry, and then I used boiled linseed oil. Read about all kinds of other things. Started to go get some tung oil. Realized I had a 15-year-old can, 95% full of boiled linseed oil. Used an old sock and put about 8 coats of boiled linseed oil. I did not have to wait a day. First coat absorbed and dried in 30 minutes. Each coat, subsequent took a little bit longer. Up to the 8th coat might have taken a few hours. So in 2 days or less, I put 8 to 10 coats of boiled linseed oil. The key is, especially after the 4th, 5th coat, go out and make sure after 30 minutes and wipe off any boiled linseed oil that hadn't been absorbed or isn't dry. That's about it. Bolt neighbor had a polishing wheel and some jeweler's rouge. We spent probably 15 minutes max with the bolt disassembled, polishing the external parts of the bolt that you can see. Shined it up really nicely, and then I installed the $10 internet, can't remember the site, you can find these recoil pad, butt pad extension to both get a little extension on there. I've got fairly long arms, and to get a little recoil absorption there. So that's it. That's my story. I would deal with Classic Firearms again. Probably going to look for a M44. Don't beat me up. My first video, iPhone. There you have it. Thanks. Bye.